Hi, this is the analysis of Nathaniel here, talking about games that came out in the year 2013. So games from the year 2013, and as well, I had to redo this video so many times. The audio wasn't right, the video quality wasn't right, or it was too zoomed in, too zoomed out. So hopefully this time it'll work. So games of 2013, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. So, anyways, no games of 2013. One game here you had, which came out early in the year. It's a laptop game. This is a game on my laptop. Steam. Get this started up. You had Deadspace 3. You had Deadspace 3 coming after Deadspace 2. Strong game. Not as good as the previous as Deadspace 2. Deadspace 2 was more horror. This is more action. So the Deadspace genre, obviously, you're in space and there's a zombie breakout in space, and it's not zombies. It's a lot more terrifying than that. The necromorphs. And yeah, Deadspace 3, January, third-person shooter. This one does add the customization module to it. So yeah, you had Deadspace 3 January, and around February you had Crysis 3. No, I'm not gonna do this like in actual order. I'm just going through like my list here. But Crysis 3 you had February. I unfortunately I couldn't play because of the motion blur in the game. I don't know if it's only for PS3, but I played in motion blur. Motion blur is like the more you move around, like you'll move your head and then there'll be a blur effect on the screen. It really gets annoying. But first person shooter, Crysis 3. And let me show these off quickly. The sports games, you obviously have every year. There's the sports games which come out around September, October. 2K14, WWE 2K14, and FIFA. This is the last WWE game I bought, cause around this time is when I lost interest like in the wrestling. But probably the best wrestling game in terms of content. It gives you a lot of, you can play as a lot of wrestlers, retro, classic, Attitude Era, modern, tons. Then you have the NBA's, the FIFA's every year. They come out, and every year they're just basically a roster change. It's just that's what it is, a roster change. And this was the first NBA 2K. I believe they made this for PS4. I believe this is also a PS4 game. So the first 2K game, NBA game on PS4. Same thing with FIFA. It was a year after. So yeah. So you have sports games. Sports games on Crysis. Again, games of 2013. You're gonna see there's a lot of games. You had here Need for Speed Rivals, which I never really played. It's a PlayStation exclusive. Don't tell me this is a non-PlayStation exclusive. So I'm not sure. But yeah, you have it, obviously EA, right? Which I never played, but one day though, like I might play. So this is 2013. So early, and again, like a quick mentions. I'm just gonna get this like out of the way first. Okay, no, after, but yeah, you have Need for Speed Rivals. I'm gonna save the best for last. Batman Arkham Origins, which is around October. Arkham Origins, not as good as the previous Arkham games, because it's not made by the same company. Rocksteady did not make this, so it's Warner Brothers Montreal. Not as good, but it holds up. But lots of content, lots of what I love about it is the content and the arcade modes, the challenge modes, and as well you do get a DLC, which is pretty good. That's a later on in the year. So I'm going like all over 2013. March you had 2 games, strong games. A God of War Ascension. So you're getting a God of War game and a Tomb Raider game. And Tomb Raider is essentially like Uncharted. This one is not as good as Uncharted. Not as good. I don't care. I don't care for the characters as much. It's not as many stakes, but yeah. But I know the stakes are there. It's just not as impactful as Uncharted. Well, yeah, it's basically Uncharted third person open world, and you got Lara Croft, obviously looking sexy as usual, and God of War Ascension. This is the 7th God of War, so at this point, God of War already. That there's a lot of God of Wars by this point. This is probably the one of the lower tier ones in my opinion. So, PlayStation exclusive. It's one of the lower tier ones, mainly because of the story. It felt underwhelming, forgetful. But same mechanics as God of War 3 basically. And it improvements as well, with improvements. So, you're getting God of War. So that's March 2013, you're getting a God of War game in that year. And a Batman Arkham game. And as well, good sports games. Now, I will mention, this is the first year where I did not buy the Call of Duty. The first year. Since probably 2009. So, 2013 when Call of Duty Ghosts, I heard there were bad reviews on it, so I stayed away. So, 2013, they introduced PlayStation 4 games. The first year for PS4 games, really. And I have Killzone right here. So I'm pretty sure these are all 2013. I'm mixing up the years, but yeah. So with the PS4 and the Xbox One coming out, you had these games. A platformer, racer, and a shooter. And it was these were very significant because you can only get them for PS4. Except this, I think this is for Xbox. I'm not sure if this is exclusive for PlayStation, but as well, Battlefield 4 was a PS4 game. No, this is the PS3 version. You had Battlefield 4 for PS4. So games are coming out for PS4, and obviously, I look at the lineups almost 9 years ago. Crazy. Day one lineups for PS4. GTA. No, I'm saving the best for last. What am I doing? So yeah, you had Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, remastered, and another PlayStation exclusive. Man, are these all PS exclusive? So PlayStation exclusive. I have so many. So this is I'm assuming it's a remake of the first Kingdom Hearts game. I played only 5 hours of it, but yeah, Square Enix. So you're getting a Square Enix game from that year. But this does add extra content to the first game. I am not a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm not big, but the content in it is pretty. You can tell they added a lot to it. Now I saved the best for last. When I do these games by year videos, I save the best for last. Metal Gear Rising, middle of the year, June, or what was it again? Yeah, June 2013. I didn't know of this game until years after, but I bought it $4. No, it's a steal. It's a steal. If you like Metal Gear games, like the Metal Gear Solid with Snake, I recommend it. No, this is action. This is not stealth. This is action. Strong action. Some of the best action scenes you'll see. Cut scenes. Tons to see. Fight scenes. And I played for the boss battles. I said a lot about it. You're a cyborg ninja. Or cyborg samurai. You're a badass. You're just a badass. Yeah, Metal Gear Rising. Man, they always have these things in the way. But now again, a best for last, Blacklist around the same time, August 2013. I thought I had it here. Oh yeah, August 2013. Special edition, Xbox. So again, I have way more PS3 than I have Xbox games. But Blacklist, my favorite stealth game because so many gadgets. There's smoke grenades, regular grenades, flash grenades, sleeping grenades, like a sleeping gas, electric mine. So many. So again, you're getting a banger. So this is a banger of a stealth game of that year. So, and as well as all the games that I showed you. Again, this is in my opinion on top of the list from that year based on what I have. So. There's a Blacklist. So the best two for last is obviously these two games are like a head and shoulders above like all the other games are from that year. Last of Us 1 action PlayStation exclusive. My gosh, I have so many. Woo, man, this is really. But And the great thing about it is that the PS3 games, they don't take up that much space, right? So the storage space is small. The memory is only taking up. This only takes up 50 megabytes. And with this game, it's action adventure done at its best. It is like really well done. Same company that makes Uncharted, so you can see. And it's a zombie apocalypse. A great take on it. You know, the character moments, the suspense, the horror, so many moments, so many great memorable moments, and it's very addicting game. The mechanics are top notch, and the stealth, very stealth heavy too. So you have this game and GTA 5. You get into both those games from that year, and I get a God of War game, a Metal Gear Rising game, and as well you get introduced to PS4 games. See, PS4 games are coming out. So GTA 5, I don't have to say much. You guys know, probably the most sold game of all time. It's probably the most sold, like the highest selling game or the quickest selling game. I don't remember. But it sold a lot. It made a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars. And it still is today with all the remasters, right? It's coming. PS4, Xbox One, PS5, PC. But yeah, this was September 2013, around the time back to school. And I was in grade 11. I remember everybody wanted to buy this. Everybody was talking about it everywhere. It was every class, on Twitter, everywhere. It was really good. It was really, but plus it lives up to it. At this time, you didn't see GTA games come out often. They were not. Just like today, they are rare. You don't see them. You don't see GTA games. But yeah, like top notch character moments, great character moments, huge open world, immersive. When I play GTA 5, I can't put the controller down. Oh yeah, Games 2013, you got a Rockstar game. That was consistent around this time. Every year you had at least one Rockstar game. A Ubisoft game. And tons of PlayStation exclusives. Lots. You had sports games, obviously, and Batman Arkham game. As well here. PS4 games were being introduced to the market. So it was sad because I did not buy a PS4 right away, so I had to wait to get the PS4 games. But the reason why I say it sucked because I could not. The PS3 games were coming to an end. The PS3 generation was coming to an end. They were factoring in the newer generation. So by 2015, you stopped seeing PS3 games like on the shelves, or they were used, or they were older, copies. But anyways, that's it. Games of 2013. So again, like if I'm ranking it quickly, top 3. 1 is GTA 5. Then you have probably Last of Us 1 and Splinter Cell. Then you have Metal Gear Rising. Top 4. I don't know the top 5 because it's kind of a drop off point after this, but still, and then probably Ascension or Deadspace 3. So again, games from the year 2013. Comment down for feedback, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.